welcome to the show. We're giant fans. I'm happy to meet you.
Thank you for having me. I'm very, very excited to be here.
You look stunning. I'm so happy. I want to talk to you about everything that's going on. What a year you've had. It's been a lot.
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
I mean, well, congrats. You won an Emmy. You won a Golden Globe, SAG Award, Critics' Choice Award for The Bear. This is giant. You're fantastic.
Oh, thank you.
When you're at these award shows, do you freak out? Do you go, whoa, I always wanted to meet that person, right?
Yes, constantly.
You do?
All the time.
Yeah.
Well, especially for, you grow up and you see people on TV and you feel like you know them, they're in your home, and I went up to Tony Shalhoub like a madman, and
Tony Shalhoub?
Yeah, and I was like, you mean everything to me.
Wow.
He was like, hi, I'm Tony Shalhoub. But it was so nice.
Security,
but yeah.
please,
No,
get her away
very
from
much.
me, yeah.
Yeah, and also my parents I'm so glad and just lucky that they're here, and they got to come with me to some of these.
Do they freak out? They're
worse than me. They're worse than me.
They're Shalhoub heads as well?
Well, yeah, the whole family was watching Monk, you better believe it. And so they also were like, we love Tony Shalhoub, and yeah, there's my father.
Here's your dad posing with Tony Shalhoub.
With Tony Shalhoub.
Not bad. Good-looking guy. Your dad's a stud.
Yeah, but I didn't realize, I got this photo and much later, after, the shows and stuff, because my dad was like, how's Tony? And I was like, we're not friends. Like, I don't know.
How's Tony?
Like, I love the man, but then
That's my buddy, Tony. How's Tony doing?
Hey! But then I got a text from Henry Winkler, and he was like, how are your parents? And I was like, what? Are my parents making friends at these shows? And then he sent me a photo with my parents, where I'm like, what?
With Henry Winkler. When did that happen?
When did that happen? Literally, when did that happen?
Your parents are fun.
They're making the rounds.
You're making the rounds. Your parents are fun.
Yeah, but I grew up like Pentecostal Christian.
Yes.
And both of my parents are immigrants from like different sides of the diaspora. So like this was not the energy growing up.
At all.
At all.
Yeah, well, what did they think when they saw you host SNL?
When they saw me host SNL, my mom went up to Marcelo and was like, Io doesn't want me to go to the after. Can you believe it? Like, and then cut to like my dad's like falling asleep in the club.
Oh
my
mom's
mom's like,
after?
Yeah, my mom is like, Kenan is so chill. Like we just took shots. I'm like, what?
You did shots with Kenan Thompson?
I was working for a week.
Yeah,
I had a job.
Yeah, I love it that they're partying.
They were having
Good for you, Mom and Dad. I love that. Yeah. That's the best. The new season of The Bear is coming out in a couple weeks. I know you can't really say much about the show. Can you tell us something about the season? No spoilers.
Okay, we do like a crossover with Shogun, so it's like a crazy, Carmy hits his head, and the world of Shogun overlaps with the world of the bear, and as he tries to find his way back to waking up in full health, he starts to like see the characters from our world and their world. You have to watch it. It really, it will make sense.
Wow.
Yeah.
No spoilers.
No spoilers.
That sounds interesting. Season, yeah.
That framing, yeah.
We can say something.
We can?
Yes, you directed an episode.
Oh yeah, I did.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Did you always have the directing bug in you?
No, the opposite. I really never. I was so afraid of it, and I met Chris Storer, who created the show, and I was like 22 or something. And when we first met, he was like, "You're a director," and I was like, "No, I just think I'm nosy." And he was like, "You're a director. Whenever you have a spare second, just like come on set, ask me questions, like." Watch movies. Let's talk about movies and TV, like
really,
and just kind of put me through a little mini.
He felt it though. He's like, you have it because you were asking all the right questions.
Yeah, I guess. I still think it is because I'm nosy and like opinionated. I don't know.
Well, that's good.
I'm a Libra. I don't know.
Did you have fun doing Virgos?
Oh
Thank you. Yeah, we're close.
Yeah, we're close.
Yeah. Did you have fun directing? What does that mean? We're close. But I don't know. But we're clapping for every horoscope. Horoscope!
The miracle of birth! Yes!
Miracle of birth. But when do you finally get in there? Do you get nervous? You're like, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how to direct. Or do you just go like, I think I do?
I think you kind of have to be like I think I do.
Yeah, I guess so. You're
but
right.
like our crew is so talented. The episode, it really centers on Liza, who plays Tina, and she is like a beautiful force of nature, and so I felt like I just had to show up and be my best because everybody was being their best, and it was really fun and collaborative. So
congratulations,
I'm
bud.
to see
Congratulations
it.
on that. I'm so excited for you. You have that happening. That is big news. That is June 27th that comes out. And then you have this weekend, Inside Out, too.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I love your voice. And I'm so happy your voice is in an animated feature.
Yeah, me too.
Here's who you're playing, by the way.
Yeah, she's so little. She's so little.
Yeah, she's so little. Oh, no. Little Envy. Yeah. So how do you play Envy?
Well, when I first met with Kelsey Mann, our director, and everybody at Pixar, we were talking about the emotion. It's like you started, you just would talk about it and the feelings. And I think when you first hear that word, it like might skew a little more negatively.
Envy, yeah.
Envy. And then I was like, they were like, they didn't have this exact design, but they're like, she's tiny and she's cute. And I was like, I love the idea of the voice being very like light and like coming from a softer place in my voice, but also like when she gets excited, it gets very like kind of like a little, I don't know, Gollum-y, and then a little bit, it gets like a little bit Muppety at points, and I'm like, and
Oh, good.
Yeah.
I love it. I want to show everyone
process.
a clip.
Really
Yeah, this is a process. Very
Yeah.
serious. Here's Ayo Edebiri in Inside Out 2. Take a look at this.
I'm Anxiety. I'm one of Riley's new emotions, and we are just super jazzed to be here. Where can I put my stuff?
What do you mean, we?
I wish I was as tall as all of you.
Who the heck are you?
I'm Envy. Oh, look at your hair.
Oh, yeah, not happening.
Look at your hair.
Gollum. Very Gollum. Girl Gollum.
I love it. Ayo Edebiri, everyone. All episodes of Season 3 of FX's The Bear premiere June 27th on Hulu. Inside Out 2 is in theaters and IMAX tomorrow. Stick around. We'll be right back, everybody.
Hey, hey.